Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play F-Zero. We're going to choose Fire Stingray, and this is going to be expert mode for the King League. And we begin with Mute City 3, the third Mute City. And this track introduces us to a new thing. Something new anyway. I think it's new. I don't think I've covered it in the last couple of videos, but we'll get to it in a moment. I think it's kind of interesting. This is like Mute City and we're going over like a cityscape or something. And I don't know how giant this track is, but anyways, we're introduced to mines here and you can easily avoid them. We're not at full speed yet though. This is a very easy track compared to the tracks we're going to have to deal with later. And the last track in here I didn't get first place, but I don't care. You guys may like it, may not like it, I don't know. I tried to figure out the best way to get first place in some of these levels, but I couldn't get the boost the way I used to get it. Well, I mean, what I'm saying is that I used to be a lot better than this game, in this game than I am now. So apparently I'm rusty. But it's time to finish it up. I may also do another racing game or two. I found the Need for Speed, the original Need for Speed that came with Road and Track magazine. And Need for Speed 2 Special Edition, so I may do some videos out of that, just, you know, if I'm bored. Because not a whole lot of people cover that game. I like the music to this game. It's very catchy. You can just stay in the middle here and be fine. Now some of the tracks in here I think are just abysmally bad. And the last track, for whatever reason, I couldn't do well because I just didn't get the boost that I wanted to in the beginning, and I've got to work on that. I'm still debating if I'm going to try the Master League, or the Master Expert level, Master Difficulty level, whatever it is. I don't know yet. Another thing I wanted to mention is, as far as the Super Mario Bros. 3 contest goes, I gave it a few days for the first video, and I may try to promote the first video a little bit more because it doesn't seem like I'm getting enough participation. So if the contest is not something you're interested in, let me know, but if not, that's okay. We'll work it out. I'll figure out something on the contest. It's always some sort of an experiment, you know. Life is just about experimenting. Oh, this is the track that I really, really hate. Because of the wind. The wind just makes this track impossible. Because you always have to keep your ship at a particular angle to get rid of it. Get rid of the wind, or to go into the wind, or... And here I just completely screw up, but I don't really care. I don't know how I made it through that, but... I was like, yeah, I'll take it. The music in this level is really weird with Death Wind. I always thought it was kind of weird how the background has the wind going in 2 or 3 different ways. You got a skull in the background too, so I guess it's Death Wind. But if you've ever looked up the hairy ball problem, I know it sounds really perverted, but there's like a mathematical problem called the hairy ball problem where, let's say you imagine like you have a soccer ball and it's covered in hair. There's no way for you to comb it without some sort of swirl somewhere on it, because it can't all go in one direction, and that's why planets have hurricanes and vortices and storms like that on them, because that's actually a topology problem, and it's kind of interesting to look that up. It's also why, you know, people's hair on their head, they always have some sort of a part or something in there that doesn't always go the same direction. Topology is an interesting subject in mathematics. You don't have to get these zippers all the time. You can kind of stay ahead sometimes with them, but especially in the back stretch when you have to deal with this section, It's good to avoid them, because you're just going to bounce all over the track. There's a couple of zippers in the last level that I kept missing, and I really didn't think about it until the end, but that's alright. I still got first. And I got kind of a record lap. Record lap. I don't know why I can't get the boost the way I want it to get it, but that's okay. This music is something else I like, too. Music is also something else that I like. Can't even formulate sentences today. Had a good day, though. In spite of daylight savings time, I woke up at a good hour, had a good breakfast. Thought about hiking today, but I'll do it later. I'd rather hike in the middle of the week because there's less people. And I always can find some time off of work as long as I, you know, give a little bit of warning. Up and down we go. Up and down we go. There's not a whole lot of shortcuts you can take there. I think an F-Zero X for the DS, or was it Game Boy Advance, or whatever the hell it was. The portable version of F-Zero, there are a lot of shortcuts that you could take, but it doesn't help that much. There's also a really cool channel I was checking out called Did You Know Gaming? Some interesting trivia about the games, but I kind of wish they did more videos, but I guess that takes a lot of research for the videos, so that's okay. I don't know why I let this guy get ahead of me, but he did. Thankfully we got some boost here, so that helps. Take a nice little U-turn here. I like how the fin on the back turns when you turn. I wonder how difficult it is with the other ships in order to, you know, get first place and all of this stuff. Guess the strategy would be different. I'll have to check that out one day. This was just a big fat mess. Because of all those drones that got in the way, of course. But we got first, so I'll accept it. Oh, this is one of my favorite levels. This one's got a really massive jump in it. And it's kind of fun. Doesn't really shave off much time, though. Of course, this is just like the other Red Canyon. It has like half the level is one way and the other half is just kind of new. Because they recycle parts of the level. This is the really cool jump I like. This track is not very challenging, but the next track is a pain in the ass, definitely. I just couldn't figure out what to do in the last track because it's been so long since I played this game. I might give it another shot later, though. As long as I beat the game, that's the important part. And I'm also going to skip over the credits, too. Well, maybe not skip over the credits, but just not talk to the credits and just let you watch them if you're interested. And just give my goodbyes on this Let's Play right before the credits. Because they're just kind of... I mean, we've already seen them before. That's one thing I don't like about this game, but I guess they did kind of rush the game out to get it out for the Super Nintendo, so the credits show up too many times, I suppose. I barely made that jump. I really cut that turn close. This will make a really good remix. This track. And no, it's not a song. Do not call things with... Don't call every piece of music a song. That really grinds my ears. I'm a musical elitist, so... Classically trained musician, of course I'm going to be an elitist when it comes to music, but I don't care. My answer when somebody calls everything a song is like, well, who's singing? You know, nobody's singing, it's not a song. Although, I will admit, you know, Mendelssohn did write some things called songs without words, but that was just kind of a play on words, really, because it's talking about song in a musical form. But if you're talking about, like, a classical concerto or a symphony in sonata allegro form, that's not a song. That's a specific form, you know? Like, fugues are not a song. You go back to Baroque music, and you look at the partitas or cello suites or things like that, things that are based off of dances and whatnot. Those are not songs. Now this is the track that I really hate. This track is the worst track in the game. It has a lot of really sharp turns, and it has a lot of areas that I really screw up in. I guess I was just getting tired. And I'm not going to get first in this level, but that's okay. I'll manage. And what I didn't realize until like the second to last lap was that there's actually a zipper there. In the pit lane, I guess you'd call it. And, like on the left-hand side, there's a zipper there. Oh well. And that would have really helped me on the straights, but that's okay. This first turn is what I really hate. I got really lucky there, though. Sometimes you can kind of bounce back and forth, but you gotta watch out for your power as well. Because you can't do that through every single turn. This part really pissed me off. And someone on the internet decided to have an argument with me over Skype, and I just blocked them. I was like, I'm not dealing with that. I don't like dealing with arguments on the internet. I really don't. 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna walk away and block the person because life's too short for that crap, you know? Well, maybe not 9 times out of 10, maybe 4 out of 5. I mean, I used to be a lot worse about that. But when I am confrontational, I'm seriously confrontational. That's the problem. So I guess it makes up for those other 4 out of 5 times, right? Oh well, life's a learning process. See that magnet will slowly draw you in? And this is the zipper I forgot about. This really helps you along, but I really didn't think about it. See, I'm already close to that fox guy. The golden fox, or whatever he's called. And this is the sucky part, because there's so much acceleration that you have to do. On the Fire Stingray is so slow acceleration with all these turns that you have to accelerate out of. It's not the best shit for this last track. you need a really agile ship for this track. I'm nowhere near the #1 guy. I just saw him, but... You see him? Well, no you don't. He's way out ahead. And if you're lucky, you can get a boost from that guy behind you. Hear that beep? It's telling you that you're not safe anymore. And I should have got the zipper there, but that's okay. Anyways, that wraps up Let's Play F-Zero for now. Maybe I'll do the Master difficulty later. I'm not going to do it tomorrow or this week. But anyways, thank you so much for watching and hearing me gripe and complain about the world, and you can be my therapist, so thank you again. Also, I'm not going to talk over the credits. I'm going to just go ahead and end the commentary here. If you want to watch the credits again, you're more than welcome to, but, you know, there's going to be a little bit of a tag of the video here, so... yeah. There's 3. I'm going to look at the laps for number 5, and then I'm just going to wrap it up, because I'm kind of curious, because I forgot how I did on track 5. The times on lap 4, track 4 were pretty good. Yeah, the lap times are abysmal. But anyways, thank you again for watching, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.